Hello everybody, welcome back to iCraft SMP, and I'm like a little ways outside my iron farm up on a tree, and I'm realizing I need a bunch of bridges, one going that way, one going this way, one going to that forest over there, and one eventually making its way to that platform back there, because I happen to build my base on a bunch of rivers. But anyway, so what's going to sit out there in this open plain right here is going to be a village trading post. And I've been sitting on this. Yes, I went mining for some extra stone. I found some random redstone that just happened to be laying there. Before the sun decides to set, let's go ahead and wander over this way because we just want to chat about this. I know it's going to take me a few days to kind of put this together. What we're going to essentially be working on is essentially something very similar to a one-wide trading post system where you use essentially rails. What is it? Rails, trapdoors, redstone torches, and I don't know what else. Yeah, so this, by the way, does go down deep, dark into the depths, and I don't want to get myself trapped there like I just did. Good job, me. And I already know there's probably something that's eventually going to try to come after me from there, so at least keep that available. And then this happened to be a random tunnel, in case you're wondering, that just goes back to the other side that just pops out over here. I know Dentons do spawn in here, so eventually I'm just going to have to seal this off somehow, so that way, or at least light it up. That way Dentons don't spawn. And what we're looking to do for this trading post is ideally maybe 32 villagers is what I'm thinking. Okay, because I think 8 wide, okay, and if I do 8 wide, that is essentially going to be not very far. And I want to make sure I have enough room that I can get at least 32, not really all 32, but essentially 32 of them in there. So if I start this pretty close to the mountain, maybe like right around here, okay? That means I got all that space to work with over there. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I made the direct center have 2, so that way at least I have a way to put a double chest here, and then I can put the other random thing sitting on the side of the double chest. For the sake of this, I see the sun going down, so let me go ahead and light up just a teeny tiny bit of this area because I don't want this like to suddenly start spawning random things over here. I have to get back over there, that way I can sleep. But I think this is going to do. So if I have the villagers going out here on this side, and then I have the villagers also going out on this side, I think that will work. I might shift it over a little bit this way, just because I want to have a little bit more room on that side when I go, you know, mining some trees there. I want to make sure I'm not going to be like bumping up against anything because I'm going to be having all of this filled up. So I've got all these lights. I know things are still going to spawn down dead center. So let me get myself some food and into bed. I think we have a system what we're looking for 1616 and a centerpiece. And how we're going to get the villagers there, I'm not entirely sure yet. So I can tell you that village over there would not be affected by that as long as I don't use any kind of actual doors like I have on my house here. If I avoid the doors of my house, I can have a perfectly good trading post with no doors on it, or not really doors, but like have an iron door to get in realistically, and it should be fine. And yes, I did not even clean up a single sign in here because things have been so busy. Okay, I went off and I made myself a bed, temporary. I guess I'll stick to bed there temporarily to have a place to sleep at least. So here's the thing. So this is essentially how it works. I made some extra power rails, some extra detector rails, some extra normal rails. And the idea here is we put a normal rail down first, and then we put a powered rail up second. The idea behind that is that way everything gets lined up together. And then we put a detector rail after that, and that lined up. And then we put a normal rail after that. So that way everything lined up exactly how you see it right here. And then from there, this curves around. And this curves around, and so that way we can get every single row to line up identically the way it needs to. And then when you get to the next row, what you're going to do with all the normal rails, you're actually going to peel off everything that's considered a normal rail, and that includes basically wherever I got the torches. Those are all completely going away in exchange for this setup right here. And this is the basics of at least building the village trade station. And of course then the other half of this is turning it on and powering it, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this until I run out of detector rails. I've only got 7 of these, so it's not likely I'm going to keep this going for a little while. So I'll just keep this up at least until I run out. Okay folks, so one of the reasons I only made 1 lever is I just want to show you at least one of these. So what's going to power all of these is going to be a series of levers going down the entire line there, and that's what's going to power the bottom set of powered rails. From there, we're going to take our torches, and this is one of the reasons I've only got this. We're going to have our torches so this thing turns off, and then above our torch, if I can get up there properly, is we're going to stick another block up there. And not only that, we're going to stick another block in front of this one here. And so what's going to happen here is we're going to have a torch, and I made a couple of repeaters here. So we're going to have a repeater there and a torch there. And this is what's going to power the system here, which is going to be essentially a fence gate. The fence gate is going to prevent the, the fence gate is going to prevent the minecart from falling in if it's closed. And I do have a fence gate, and this should be the rough position where it needs to go. Actually, I think it goes up here. Anyway, so I'll get that up there in just a second. But anyways, the fence gate is going to keep the thing from sliding down. And then on top of that, there's going to be I can never say it, a trapdoor, an iron trapdoor. And I don't have enough iron, I don't think, to make this work. I think you need one more bit of iron to make that work. Okay, folks, so I've kind of done a little bit of this side here. I just want to show you how this kind of starts to work out. So you saw how I put all the rest together. So here's what I did. I put essentially coming right out of this, going over a couple blocks here, I put essentially a line of half slabs, and on the lower section I put a line of trapdoors. And above by 2, I put a section where I can have a button, and this button is essentially the thing that's going to activate the trapdoor. And so when we do have a minecart, for example, come down this way, and it locks in on the activator rail with a villager on there, that villager then will be an accessible villager. I don't know how to better explain it there. I'm out of slap flap for the time being. Let's use one of these just for the sake of what I'm trying to explain here. Get that up there. One more. There we go. Okay, good. Much better. Okay, so when I come over here and I am and what's going to be nice about this is you can't actually put anything on here, so I can actually do a bunch of half slabs at the same height, so that way no mobs will actually spawn up here versus this spawnable area. And so when I'm standing on this half slab section, I can get whatever I need from the villager, and if I screw up somehow, I kill the villager, I do whatever, I can just hit this button like right here, and out it goes. Hello everybody, it has been some time since I've been back on the server. There's holes in the server, isn't that so exciting? Actually, it just means the land hadn't really loaded. It should load momentarily, or I might just have to reset the game and try loading it again. But anyhow, while it figures out whether or not I could safely stand successfully on here and not die, yeah, I'm gonna have to reload this. You can obviously tell. Hang on. Okay, folks, I've reloaded. It worked. All I had to do was just put a dirt block on there, and that refreshed everything in there. Anyway, as you can see, there is a hole there. This is one half of the system of what we're working on, and so eventually there will be a channel that goes across the top there. I forgot to put buttons on the bottom row of everything else, but that's okay. I'll work on that later. Anyways, water is going to come down over here, and it's going to spill down into a spillway down here, and that water is going to be used to transport our villagers elsewhere, okay? And the idea here is we just need to turn the corner here, which is going to have villagers popping in, and ideally we're going to have villagers popping in right around here or so. And to point this out, what we're going to have to eventually do is count roughly how far we are from that particular thing right over there, the nice iron mine, iron farm, whatever you want to call it, and figure out how far away in this direction, but also still far enough away that I can not have to encounter that right there. In other words, I've got 2 of those, and just realistically, how far can I breed more villagers without causing more problems? You know what I mean? So let me go ahead. What we're going to do here is we're going to replicate this entire thing down on this side over here. And what we're going to have to do is take out a little bit more of these here. And I know, my shovels and everything is all inside of a box. I didn't want to pull it out just yet because my inventory is a little bit full. And so what we're going to do first, I think, is just make sure we got what we need in the right places and everything like that, you know. So I've got some blocks I can work with. I've only got 36 stone blocks. That's going to be more than enough to use because we're going to go right up against the edge here and fill in the rest of this. In the meantime, where have I been since... 227 was the last time I actually recorded something on the server. That is like a long time from now. Okay, 227. Oh my, oh my, oh my. We're gonna do a staircase here just so I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I went to the snow. Oh no, I didn't think this through, did I? I need a pickaxe now. Yeah, I went up into the snow, folks, and I had a bunch of fun. I did that for a weekend. My job's been throwing me, and some portion of it's actually voluntary. I've been doing a lot of voluntary overtime, folks, and that's also contributing to what's going on and why I've not been able to get a good, decent amount of recording done yet. And with this, you know what, let's make 10 buttons because I can use it for this side over here. And that's where we're going to have to go and mine some snow. Okay, let's see. How the heck am I supposed to get these buttons on there if I can't actually see what I'm doing? This is going to be kind of problematic, folks. I just need to put like 10 of these, and if I'm down here, I kind of can't see what I'm doing, can I? Okay, folks, I went and got some more pizzas here, so these are all going down and installing down here. Anyway, so I have been anxiously awaiting Comic-Con, and Comic-Con is around the corner, folks. It is coming up in April here, very first week of April. April 6th through April 8th. April 6th to April 8th. Oh, this is even better. I could just do it this way. Why not just do this? Anyway, April 6th to April 8th. I keep saying this at San Jose Convention Center. And what's really cool here, folks, is there's been a lot more guests added. And a lot of the guests that are coming in is from Star Wars. And before I even say that, I did look at the ticketing. And I found out the Stan Lee is completely sold out no matter what you do. Stan Lee, as far as I know from tickets, sold out from buying pictured and or autographed with him. However, everybody else is available, which is really good, and I appreciate that. So who's coming to Comic-Con, you ask? So you're going to see people like Ian McDermott. I think I mentioned him before. He played Emperor Palpatine on Star Wars. Oh, geez. Okay, he played Emperor Palpatine, the original Emperor Palpatine, and you're also going to see a bunch of new faces, so to speak, from Star Wars. Both not Boba Fett, but Jango Fett, the older Jango Fett and the younger Jango Fett. Both characters are going to be there at Comic-Con as well. Let me go ahead and pull up the names so that way I can get both of their names there. And there's also going to be a couple other people from Star Wars. So it's going to be almost like a Star Wars themed thing going on. Okay, got it pulled up. I can't pronounce his name, but Temuria, I think it is. Temuria Morrison. He's the guy who played Jango Fett in Star Wars Episode 2, and then also in Star Wars Episode 2, Daniel Logan's the one who played young Jango Fett. And you're also going to get to see Ray Park. Ray Park played the Darth Maul character from Star Wars Episode 1. And so it's going to be really cool to see these three guys on top of the Emperor. And I'm actually looking forward to having all these guys showing up to be at Star Wars with us. And it's going to be quite fun. Whether or not I get autographs, I'm not sure. I know wife wants to get a bunch of autographs from those Star Wars folks, so I'm probably going to have to help her ideally with that. How did I do this part here? What did I do? I did another layer up, right? Okay, so there's a brick layer right above that layer, and that's going to have this. There's also a couple other folks that got added in. I didn't realize this until I looked. There's also video game companies, if I didn't say this. Video game companies got added in as well. And a few other groups got added in. So I think it's actually kind of pretty cool that this Silicon Valley Comic-Con not only have celebrity guests, but it also include non-celebrity guests such as scientists, such as sponsors, such as artists, comic book people, etc., etc., etc. So, like, for example, the last time we went there was the SETI Institute, and that was actually kind of cool to see them there. I don't know if they're doing it again, but they did a raffle the last time around. I was hoping to get a chance to win that one, but they had, unfortunately had to cancel the raffle. So, hey, what can you do, right? What can you do? By the way, while I kind of sort of figure out how to make this work for me, Martha Higaria, something like that. Martha Higaria is going to be there as well. She played the lead character of Skydance / Netflix series, Alter Carbon. So expect to see her as well as Comic-Con. I'm kind of looking forward to that as well. And not only that, we have Matt Mikkelsen. If you know of him, he played Hannibal Lecter. Yes, he did. Hannibal Lecter will be at Comic-Con as well. And that would be quite fun. What did I do? Okay, I see I did a row there, and then I put that right in front of that. So I just need to get at least one of these going, and then I'm good. And then have 2 rows right above it. Okay, I see. And the sun's already going down. Excellent. So much fun. Yeah, a bunch of folks from the Archers coming, which is good. Casey Willis, the co-executive producer, will be there, along with the Amber Nash, the actor and improviser, known as Pam Poovey, will also be there. John Stanley from host of Creature Features. Oh my god, I can't talk now. Keith Coolin will also be there from Adventures of Babysitting and Don't Tell Mom, the Babysitter's Dead. Yes. And if I scroll down just a touch here on the screen, I got Lord Bloodraw from Lord Bloodraw's Nerve-Wracking Theater. I don't know where that's from. Never seen it. And then Lucky Yates from Crackers, also from Archer, and the executive producer Matt Thompson will also be there, also from Archer. So there's still more guests to come. As far as I understand it, I think there will be more guests to come. They haven't told me otherwise. So I would expect to see a few more folks that hasn't appeared yet, and I think this is exactly where I want this right now. If I'm right, this should all float right down the center line here, and we should be good. I'm missing it by 1. My goodness, really? Okay, we will go get some more iron then. But yeah, I think this is the right distance because I should be able to just not be able to jump up at all here. Yes, this is perfect. Okay, good. Then all I have to do is install the buttons, and the main pieces are ready. In this section, by the way, the stuff in the middle, all of this, it's going away. I'm just going to point this out now. All of this is going to become like water or something, and it's not going to be here. The bed's going to have to get moved at some point, but we're not ready to even reach or even touch that point in this game right now. Right now, all we're looking at is just to build the outer walls and the connecting portion, which is going to connect that to this. And I need to have the water lined up pretty much exactly where it is, which is going to be up on that rail up there. That's going to connect to that rail over there. And then what we need to figure out is which side we're going to enter on, and I think this side may be the best, oh gosh, best side to enter on, unless I do a double channel thing, which would be weird. I don't think I can make that work. Oh my god, hiccups. Yeah, I think this side would be the better side to enter on, unless I do it the opposite way, which could work out kind of good. Now that I think about this, if I put it on this side and I make the curve go on this side, guess what that means, folks? Let me eat a potato because I'm not moving fast enough. There we go. So that would mean I could have an entrance over on this side. That might work out better because I need to be 65 blocks away from my farm. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think the basics of the system is done. I can't really get up there to show you exactly what it looks like, but let's see how we could do. We'll just jump up here and see if I can get as close. That will do it. Okay, good. So we're going to have a water channel that's going to start right around here. I'm just probably going to put some temporary water in it, and then what it should do is it should do that, and it should run all the way to the end, and these have to pop out. I realized I didn't take these out. Anyway, so these should be coming out, and then the water should come around, go down this other path, and I don't need this block at the end. Come around again, go all the way down to here, and then just drop down for time being into a pit. And we'll figure out where we want that to go in the end. Probably to a cactus or something like that. What we have to figure out now, sorry, bumped my phone. What we have to figure out now is 2 things. 1, we have to figure out where the villagers are going to come in. And 2, how are we going to deal with the rest of this area up in here. So this here, by the way, is going to be the floor. So we're eventually going to have to put a floor in. And that's going to cover pretty much a biggest distance in between. I wanted this much distance so that way I can have, here's the center point. So 2 chests. Another 2 chests right here, another 2 chests right there, and potentially room for another 2 chests right at the corner, so to speak. And actually, I could also extend this back a little ways and have a couple more chests to fit in there as well. The idea is to have as much room for chests as possible to fit in this thing as best as I can. Where this is going to go right in here, as you can see, there is going to be eventually a water channel going down there. So we're just going to have to pop this out and just kind of plug this up, so to speak. And this is going to be a water channel in itself, where the folk could just ride out and head somewhere else in this area, not around me, I guess you could say. So this is all going to be filled with water, and that is going to eventually culminate. I kind of want that one back. Culminate in the same point as the others, so to speak. Okay, same point. What do I mean by that? What I mean essentially is that the folks that get released here will more than likely be going the same direction. Wherever this water is going here, these guys will also go in that same direction too. Let's go ahead and plug all that up and get rid of these lights, because I need it just to actually connect up together so that way all the water does what it does, and there will eventually be a channel that the two water channel can actually connect together. Right now it's too dark. I need to get to bed. Let me go to sleep, and I will probably catch you in the next episode. I think at this point, I know I was at 17 minutes before I finished recording the last time I started on this half here, and I think I'm gonna stop for now. Not because I want to, because well, I kind of do. Okay, I want to play some more of my Switch, but on top of that, I want to at least wake up early tomorrow because I got a bunch of stuff I have to do tomorrow too. And then from there, we'll see if we can get some more work done with this. I have some tentative plans right now to work with Cast Central, coming soon, of course. You know, Cast Central, to do a bit of a collaboration with him. I'm not sure on what yet. We probably haven't even decided that or even talked about that. It was more of, can you collab with me, ASAP kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I could do? I'm just noticing this. This seems like a good idea right now. Look at this. This could totally fit where that center portion right here could be where this thing goes, and it just flows out into a cactus or something, like right over here. I think that would work out good. Indeed, I didn't even notice that. So let's get rid of, I want to keep that as much as possible. So let's get rid of this, put this torch back in, get rid of these, and I think we got it made for a central depository. In fact, I can actually even have it go back inward and deposit in a cactus like out in here or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. And then I could also put glass lining the whole bottom here, with the exception of this, of course. Just glass lining everything, and that would be a way to go, as well as one way of looking at this. Anyhow, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this interesting trade station. Eventually we have villagers here, and eventually I have a ton of villagers over there, but I don't want to waste them. Thinking of having a new spot for villagers. Anyway, so ignore that. Don't forget, if you're interested in Comic-Con, please do sign up down below. There's a link down below for that, as well as a link to our Discord. That is also down below. And do check out everything that I've talked about today. Check out my last 30 videos. I just found out I'm on video 30. Yay! Whoop-de-doo for me, right? But yeah, so folks were asking, what's up with video 31? Well, 2 weeks later, right? 2 weeks later. I'm hoping to have at least something recorded tomorrow, something recorded Tuesday, and I'm going to try to use Wednesday, the editing day, just because I got stuff happening. I will tell you probably in the next one why that is, and then we'll see how I do after all that's said and done. In the meantime, catch you later. Oh my god, it's already afternoon by the time I said all that. Alright, see you next time. Bye! Okay folks, so I'm back at the village greeter, and I'm just here to check out something. I last had 2 stacks and 41, so it is still filling up. Yes, I'm on my 3rd stack right now. This is excellent. Sure, I'll just take this stack right now and eliminate it. But yeah, so 3 stacks now, and that's for me working on the other side of the mountain. Excellent. I'm just gonna like call it quits right now for me and log off here so I can just go to AFK.